What's going on, y'all? This your boy Teddy B Blackman, and I'm here to do I'm not gonna. I guess it's a kind of a reaction video. It's a little TED Talks or whatever. Um, I was gonna do this yesterday, but I had to give it a little bit of time just to really think about what direction I wanted to go in as far as like the podcast itself. So technically this will be a podcast, but technically it'll be short. It's not gonna be like 30 minutes or nothing like that. How usual TED Talks duration would normally be. Sans a music artist from the area, then they stretch out to an hour or so. But anyways, yesterday that was September 12th, 2022. Hip hop artist PMB Rock, real name Rakeem Hashim Allen, was gunned down in Los Angeles, California Chicken and Waffles, Roscoe's, by the way. 30 years old, rose to fame. Obviously he's probably been making music a lot longer, but I think he finally rose to fame, I think around like 2015-ish. 16-ish, and it's been like a nice little staple in the music game. You know what I'm saying? Chart, I ain't gonna say chart topping, but chart songs that everybody likes, and with these trends that be happening on TikTok and social media and all that, he has songs on there that just run rampant and et cetera, et cetera. So I'm gonna just get into like what everybody, the heavy debate that's going on right now about whose fault it really is about this murder, and then I'll just get my 2 cents in on it, and then that'll be the podcast essentially. So I just wanted to send condolences to his family. I think he has a daughter, his girlfriend or whoever he was there with at that Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, which we'll get into in a couple of seconds. And everybody involved in the situation, the restaurant, having somebody get killed at your establishment, that's going to be tough and heavy. We seen that situation just late last year with the whole Young Dolph situation, getting killed at a cookie place or whatever. So allegedly, his girlfriend, I don't know if they confirmed that it was his girlfriend or whatnot, but his female companion will say allegedly posted, well, they have proof actually, so it's not no allegedly, but posted a story in which she tagged the location of where they were dining at, and then a little while after that, a person came in trying to rob him and trying to make off with jewelry and et cetera, et cetera. Obviously, PNB Rock was defending itself. Robert didn't like it. Shot him multiple times, I believe. And there's actually a viral video of him laying in a pool of his own blood, which is like so crazy to think about, to see why people are posting videos like that. Looks like he was trying to hold on as much as he could in that video. He's moving. He's, trying to recollect himself and whatnot. Taken to an area hospital and pronounced dead a little while after. So the debate that's going on is it the girlfriend's fault for posting the location? Obviously, people are blaming the killer. Obviously, if somebody gets shot, whoever pulls the trigger is to blame. However, I was more so on the side of like the killer getting 100% of the blame, but after recent, findings by LAPD, who's working the case, there's some articles that's starting to float out now that they're pretty much confirming that this person was given the drop by that location social media post. So with that being said, now I feel like everybody's to blame here. And when I say everybody, I do mean like, his girl, the shooter, and even a little can go to PNB Rock here. Obviously he lost his life, but is things you could do to prevent yourself from these type of situations. Obviously, you don't want to post a location. That's first and foremost. I'm not even popular. I don't think I have any ops, and I don't post my location while I'm still at a place. I wait till I leave, or I wait till the next day. Just past B-Day celebration, having a cookout and get together with me and some family and friends or whatever. I told people don't even post the footage until the next day. You know what I'm saying? Nobody goes live. You can record videos. You can take all the pictures you want. Do not post it until the next day. I grew up in a certain area where you don't really have to have ops. You know what I'm saying? Like this not that time period no more. Like you don't really have to have enemies to get got. I'll just say. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be a regular Joe Schmo, and you'll post your location, and you know with all these how social media is, you're not really posting to just your platforms no more. A lot of these posts go to like the general platform servers. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll post a story, and you ever post a story on Instagram, and you'll see like a bunch of people seeing your story that you don't even follow or don't even follow you or stuff like that. You never know who could get wind of your stories. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I could just imagine how it is as a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? And especially in that, you know, you're still in the trenches essentially. You're in LA, and you're in the trench part of LA. You know what I'm saying? So I was going to blame the killer obviously, because before the new information came out, obviously the girlfriend posted the location, but that doesn't 100% confirm that was what got that person, you know, killed. It could have been somebody in the restaurant that seen them and noticed them and, you know, made a couple phone calls or sent a couple messages out. They said a lot of people like to hang outside the restaurant, and some of them could have been plotting. I was a little weary that as soon as she posted the location, then a little bit after that it happened. So that kind of sways my thought process a little bit to where, like, if the guys outside were plotting, they would have been did it. You know what I'm saying? Or if somebody in the store, you know, odds are as soon as you post a location, then, you know. But anyways, I don't like that people are like heckling her. Obviously, she's deleted her social medias, I think, since then. I don't like how people are like heckling her. You know, at the end of the day, if this was a setup, then okay. But, you know, females do be oblivious to like just how dangerous situations can be. And then, you know, in the interview that was dropped just last week, actually, PNB Rock spoke on how his girlfriend was oblivious to like negative energy and can't tell, like doesn't know how to read the room, basically. And, you know, obviously this could have been a situation where she's just oblivious to what happens when you post locations and you think everything is good, you think nothing can go wrong, you know, assuming that she is like innocent here. Now, again, if this was a setup, because you never know, if this was a setup, then everything's off the table. Then it's completely like her fault. You know what I'm saying? I don't be understanding why females will set a guy up, especially like your boyfriend or something like that. He's taking care of you. Y'all got a family together. I think that they said they had a daughter together or whatnot. So I don't know why you would want to do something like that. But, you know, you can't rule that out anyway. You know what I'm saying? Also, you know, a lot of stars, celebrities took to social media, and it also sparked a debate by how people were reacting to this, and which came down to, you know, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, who will forever be rivals. I'm convinced at this point. Until they do some mafia boss type thing where the leader from one mob approaches the leader to another mob and they like shake hands or they hug to let everybody else know that everything's okay. Until they do something like that, they're just going to always be rivals and always be compared, especially since they're not on speaking terms. They took two completely different approaches to it. Neither one was wrong, but I felt like Nicki Minaj was getting a lot of slack for something that clearly she was right in saying. Cardi B took the sympathetic approach, very sympathetic, and empathy, sending the condolences and saying how it's wrong to accuse her of setting somebody up, which is true. I agree with her. And then Nicki Minaj went kind of the different route. She did send condolences and then was just like, we as rappers and entertainers, we're way too smart to be making these kind of mistakes or having people with us or us ourselves dropping our location and stuff like that while you're still at the place and all of that. We got to be better. And then, of course, a lot of people felt a certain type of way about that. And I get it, but at the end of the day, it's true. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, everybody's still in the state of grievance right now, so it seems maybe it comes off as a little insensitive, but to me, it was just like, yeah, that's basic knowledge. At this point, we've been seeing entertainers and people get set up all the time. We see drug dealers get set up all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it comes down to it, and it reminds you of like a little bit of the Pop Smoke situation. Not to delve off topic for a long time, but yeah, he had a similar situation in which the way he got killed. He went shopping and posted the bags on Snapchat and accidentally caught his address in the background, and that was all she wrote. Like I said, you never know who's watching you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a celebrity. So it's a very, very unfortunate situation, and hopefully other entertainers can like use this as a lesson learned. And then, of course, you got all the jokesters out there, like, I seen somebody getting mocked, saying that they don't post their location the same day or same time frame as they're at the place, and then somebody's like, bro, you work at Albertson Mall, nobody's checking for you, et cetera, et cetera. And the thing is, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. Because there's a feature on Snapchat, actually, and this is Snapchat. I don't know if Instagram or TikTok probably has it, too, because TikTok literally has everything. It's a feature on Snapchat where if you turn your location on, you can actually see, like, who's close to you if you're, like, following a person and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And then it gives you a time frame. It'll be like, oh, so-and-so is 3 blocks away 15 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? You can upload to a general story. So let's say I'm like in Forestville, Maryland or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's a story that's for the whole city of Forestville that if you're in Forestville, you can add to that Snapchat. You can add to that Snap story. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be up there for 24 hours. Or it'll be, you know what I'm saying? And it'll give the time frame in which you added it. You know what I mean? So it's just all types of directions you could go with here. Now, obviously he lost his life. Rest in peace, PNB Rock. I give him a little bit of the blame too, because as an entrepreneur, as an entertainer, he's an entrepreneur technically. Entertainer, celebrity, bro, you got to stay away from these rough spots, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know how, I'm not pocket watching, so I don't know how people's money is, but by the car and the house, I would assume you're doing well for yourself. You know what I mean? And so it's like, you can go into a good area, and that way, maybe if you post the location and then people come out there, it'll look kind of fishy. It's a better chance of them not being able to pull that off. Well, even though it wasn't him that posted the location anyway, but you get a better chance of like getting away from that. You know what I mean? It's just unfortunate because he lost his life. But it's like, bro, at this point, you gotta know better. You know what I'm saying? People were saying like, he had to have with trying to stunt and show off and stuff like that. And I don't know PNB Rock, so I don't know like what his tendencies was, what his habits were, et cetera, et cetera. If that's the case, then that's normally what happens in a sense. You know what I'm saying? But in this situation, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like everybody's just a little bit to blame. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the shooter, and I wanted I wanted to tell people like the reason why the shooter's not officially getting the blame is because like obviously he shot and killed somebody. So there's no way to excuse somebody from that. So you automatically group them in the category where yeah, it's their fault. But now you look to how he was able to do this, why he was able to do this. That's why the girlfriend is getting the blame, or maybe it'll come out somebody else was setting it up. Maybe if they catch the killer, who knows like how that would go. You know what I mean? It's just sad and unfortunate. I was a PNB Rock fan. Not gonna sit here and say I listen to him every day, but he did have some nice little melodic harmonizing style, and that's like my type of thing. Well, at least with music nowadays, you know what I mean. So yeah, that's just my take on it. My little 15 minutes or whatever, and I'm just interested to see like what's everybody else's, opinion on it, because it is a crazy like topic going around on who's to blame and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, like, comment, subscribe, share, yada, yada, yada. I ain't really going to plug it because, this is more emotion than it is business on this one. Another TED Talks, and we out.